one thing I've learned is never to block the flow of energy. And what I mean by that is, if you've got something to say or you feel something's changed in you and you don't say it or you don't let it out in some way, then you will start to resent it and you become resentful of it, that you've made some kind of sacrifice. And that's what happened for me today. Started off great day, had a lovely long walk on the beach with Joy, just, you know, making the most of our time before we went to pick our son up, Sam, from his grandma's. And then went for lunch. And the thing that changed my mood, I hadn't even realised myself, just Joy says, what's the matter? I said, I don't know what you mean. She says, well, your energy's changed. I can feel as though there's something off. I always tell, because I was in a great, there's a northern word, a great mood. And then I thought, yeah, she's right, what's that? It's because we've gone to a restaurant for a Sunday lunch and it just wasn't up to the usual standard. And that's just something that bugs me a lot. And it was the fact that there wasn't enough food. It's not like I want platefuls, but, you know, little more than a teaspoon of mashed turnip, for example. I'm thinking, really? This is what I paid for? And here's the thing. The resentment wasn't that, it was my resentment. The block was the fact that I didn't say something about it. I felt stupid. I thought, if I say something, I'm just someone who's whining and complaining. So I chose not to. And in choosing not to, I blocked my energy flow. And so I resented it. And it annoyed me and it brought my mood down. I thought, wow, how powerful is that? That I didn't accept that I was good enough, if you like. That I couldn't just say, look, this isn't up to your usual standard. Could you do something about it? And that's where it came from. And I had to go in there and think, okay, why is that an issue? If it was really an issue, you would say something. No, I wouldn't say it. Why? Because it's not the done thing. It's a British thing. We'll just endure it. We'll just put up with it. It was the same with potato skins. We had that as a starter and they were burnt. But we just ate them instead of saying, come on, these are burnt. And so that resentment just built and built and built until I let it out, until I talked to Joy about it and said, it's funny, that, isn't it? And this is what goes on all the time. And the way I let it out was almost ranty. You know, rah, 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 rah. Not in a bad way, it's almost like it just fell out of my mouth trying to get out because it held it back. And I had to get out all at once. So where are you holding things back? In anything, not just in restaurant food or the amount of food, but where are you just biting your tongue, biting your lip, not saying the things that you think would make you feel better, but for feeling that judgment or feeling that you would be seen in a certain light, you just haven't done it and you've kept still and kept quiet. But here's the thing, and I've done it many times in my life, you think, oh, I'm just going to upset somebody. Well, who's upset first? You are. But we seem to think that's alright, that we are unhappy just to make other people happy. And that sucks. And it's absolute bollocks, to be honest. And so, I think sometimes it's good just to get that out. If it comes out a bit ranty, who cares? Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. As long as you do it with love. And what I mean by that, you're not trying to berate anybody, you just need to get this out. So where in your life are you holding that back? Where in your life are you not saying things or doing things for fear of someone else thinking something about you? And at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference. So that's what came through me today. That's what came out from me today. Is the fact, ooh, there's a resentment here. So I get to get rid of that. Joy was the person I talked to, but it wasn't about Joy. It was just, she was the outlet. She was someone I could speak to. I could have talked to myself and just got it out there and ranted around the garden. But I didn't. So where are you holding things back, holding things in? Because when you do, and you just keep self-sacrificing, it builds up. You build that resentment, and then all of a sudden you have an explosion. It's not just a rant. It's some big thing that's off the wall, a huge outlet of energy, which then might come from a different place. Remember, coming from love and getting it out feels good. But when it comes from lack of scarcity and fear, not good. But we'll get to explore that. So as a result, of course, of getting that out, that energy, brilliant. My energy went back up, my mood went back up. And that's the key. Don't keep it in. Don't harbour it inside you. Let it out. Doesn't matter if it's a bit of a rant. Let it out. And see how much better you feel about it. Okay. Hope that helps. Until tomorrow's video. Have a great evening. It's lovely here. The birds are singing. Sun's still out. Blue skies. I hope it's the same where you are. Cheers guys. See you later.